Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Heroes of the Storm Illidan, or Illidan, or I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name. That's his name right there. He's a World of WarCraft character from Heroes of the Storm, and NECA's got the Heroes of the Storm license, so that's why. I don't know who he is, but he looked really cool, so I figured I'd get him. Anyway, the packaging NECA's using for these guys is just like their old school solid blister bubble card, whatever you want to call it, the solid clear plastic with the insert here across the front. That's what this is, and then you have this piece in the back. I had to tear it open to get it out, obviously, but it's a really nice looking package for those of you that like to keep the packages, and if you don't, then you can take the figure out and still keep the inserts if you want to. So this is the guy, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but he's still really cool. And if you look at that image, that artwork, they pretty much nailed it. He looks just like it. Other than the green eyes showing through, it's spot on. They nailed it. So this guy's like a pretty good size figure. He stands to the top of his hair about 7.5 inches, to the top of his head about 6.5, which makes him roughly 16.5 centimeters to the top of his head and 19 to the top of his hair. And he's about 25 bucks retail. So a little bit more than the average Marvel Legends price, but some Legends are even up there to the $25 price point, so it's a fair comparison to put this guy up against them. Before we look at the figure anymore though, let's look at the accessories. He comes with these two green and gold and bronze and whatever colors are in their blades, which are really cool. They're huge, relatively speaking. They are, let's just go inches for this, about 5.5 inches long, and then you can see the depth is about 2.5 if you go the whole distance. But these are really nicely detailed. Look at that. Lots of sculpt work. That's all sculpted, all painted. Looks really cool. And then he's got the nice handles in there that are also painted. And you get two of those. And they fit really nicely onto his hands. So you just slide those on there and kind of tuck them in, and he holds them nicely. The fingers don't actually go around, but they do hold on. They're not loose or anything. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's look at the figure. In the package, his hair is not on him. You have to put that on there. But it's just a peg, so you wiggle that in there. And it's nice and soft, so it's not going to break off or anything like that. And you can just grab it right here and twist it. And then that gives it a little bit of posability. It's not bendy, but it is flexible. So that's just fine by me. And all of this hair is flexible. Also, the hair up here, it's all one piece. So there's no seams or anything. The only seam is the hairline itself. So that's pretty cool. Then you can see that really nice sculpt work for the face, and the ears looks really good. We have really nice sculpt work all the way around. Really cool looking. Very well done. All of this is sculpted. It's all sculpted here. The pant wrinkles, the stitch work. Everything is sculpted. Everything is painted. You can see the toes. There's shading throughout all of the purple. There's shading throughout all of the everything. It's just everything that's supposed to be painted is. It looks really, really well done. Even these green lines in his skin, that's all sculpted and painted with the two different colors, the dark green and that metallic light green. So that looks really good. Just really, really impressive work. For $25, you cannot beat this. I don't know how NECA is doing it. They are giving us figures that are infinitely better than other companies at the same price point. It's just, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I guess my only idea is that they're willing to accept a lower profit margin to put out a superior product, which is what Soda did back when they were still pumping out figures, and that's why they're so popular still to this day. NECA's doing the same thing, and it's working out. So let's go through the articulation. The head is on a double ball peg, so it moves around just fine. Like I said, the hair is soft, so it's not going to get in the way. You can put the head anywhere you want. Shoulders have the standard ball hinge, basically the Marvel Legends style ball hinge. We do have some sculpt work getting in the way, so you're going to have to force it, but you can get the arms up almost horizontal, not completely, but you can do it. Then, of course, they have the full rotation. We have the full bicep swivel right here, and then we have this cool looking elbow hinge, which is a little bit different. It's basically a peg that goes into the forearm with the standard hinge at the top. So it's a single hinge with a peg, so you get a little bit of a swivel out of this, but it's not really intended for that, it's just for connecting it. But you do get the hinge. And the cool thing about the hinge, even though you only get about 90 degrees, is it has almost like a sculpted look to it from the side. And even from the back, it's really not bad. It's a really nice looking hinge. And even from the front, it doesn't look too bad either. So that's really cool. especially from the side, the way it looks seamless. I really appreciate that. And for the wrists, we have another double ball peg, so the wrists can move around. You can rotate them and turn them in pretty much whatever you need to do. As you can see, the fingernails are painted and then everything's sculpted up the way you would want it to be. So that's pretty cool. The diaphragm joint is a double ball peg, so you can lean them back, you can lean them forward, you can lean them side to side, and rotate them around. And it's all really clean, really nicely done sculpt-wise, and mechanically speaking, they did a good job. I mean, sure, technically he could go back farther or farther forward, but that's still a really decent range of motion. That's about what you get on a standard ab crunch from the Legends, so I couldn't ask for more. I'm really pleased with that. For the waist, mine seems to be stuck. It doesn't have that much range of motion. It should have a swivel though. I haven't really tried to play with it too much yet. I just got it out, but it definitely, at least it feels like it definitely should move. So that shouldn't really be an issue. This is all soft plastic here on the belt, so the waist will move, assuming yours isn't stuck. This is soft plastic under here also, so the hips won't have any trouble. They're connected on that standard ball hinge right there, and it's a T-joint, so you can bring the legs all the way forward. No problem at all. Bring the legs all the way out to the side. Again, no problem at all. And you get the thigh swivel built in. It's just really high up there, so it looks good. I want to point out, they painted the stitch work, and they did a really good job. Really makes the figure stand out. Another thing I want to point out that a lot of companies don't do, he actually has kneecaps in his knees. It's not just a flat piece, so that when you do bend the knees, it still has a little bit of shape to it. It doesn't just go flat and look weird, so that looks really good. I'm really pleased with that. And we do get the double jointed knee, which gives us really good range of motion. So that's really good. The ankles are double ball peg, but we get really nice range of motion. You can get a nice ankle rocker out of that, about 45 degrees, and forward and back. Pretty good range. So I'm really, really pleased. And then, of course, they do rotate if you want that also. I think this is absolutely incredibly well done, especially at the price point. We're looking at import level paint applications, top-notch sculpting, high level articulation. Sure, we could have a double jointed elbow and things like that, but you don't need it. And at the price point, we're getting way more than we're paying for. I mean, you really feel satisfied or fulfilled. I don't know what the right word is, but these figures are what companies should be putting out. I have no personal connection to this character at all. It's a cool design, sure, but I feel totally pleased having gotten this figure, and it's a $25 figure, whereas with a $20 Marvel Legends figure, how many times do you feel pleased at the end of buying one of those figures after looking at it? You don't. This is what companies need to do. This is exactly why I'm so hard on all of these other companies. I would be hard on NECA, but they don't give me a reason to be. That's the thing. This is what they should be doing, guys. Stick around for some photos of this guy here at the end, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.